Right, guys, I got two words for you: YouTube algorithm. And that's what we got on today, and so let's get down to it. Yo, what is up, everyone? It's Mr. T coming at you live from NYC. Welcome back to Convos, our podcast over here on YouTube. And hey, guys, welcome back to another episode. And so, sorry, guys, if my voice doesn't sound the best. I actually caught a little bit of a cold. It's not COVID, did the test, and it's not the flu because I don't feel like shiz. But anyways, I just wanted to get down to writing this and, doing this episode because, I wanted to. And hopefully my voice doesn't cut off or anything. So, again, I do apologize if I don't sound the best, but I'm going to do my best for you guys. And also, again, thank you all so much for your support. Again, we're rolling up on the channel and we're making it up in the world. Everyone's getting a voice and everyone's being heard. And, like I said, I love you guys. I love you all for your support. And I'm going to keep saying that every single time we jump in on this, every single episode. I will not hold back on that. So again, thank you guys so much for everything. It really means a lot. And I don't know, you might find my sick voice sexy. I don't know, but, man, it's hard to talk like this. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. And, it's going to be a very interesting one because, I'm risking a lot doing this. And I don't regret any of it because I feel like all has got to be said and heard. And so, like I said, guys, in the intro, we're getting down to talking about the YouTube AI algorithm. Now, again, if you guys don't know how YouTube works, even I myself, I'm still trying to get used to it, seeing how, the channel's growing and, I get to basically, have all access to these certain things that YouTube is offering. I know that there's the YouTube Partner Program, and I know there's other accessories, other things that they're gonna offer later on, and it's really fun. And again, it's not a bragging right; it's just that they told me that in an email, and I'm just curious to see how that goes. But also, I got a lot of comments, and some of these are private, and some people just are afraid to say this, but I feel like this should be shared with everyone. So don't mind if I'm using your comments, guys. If you don't want me to, feel free to let me know, alright? But anyways, some people are saying, how do you get views? How do you get subscribers? How does this algorithm work? And what I gotta do to go viral, right? So, first off, I love the initiative, I love the drive. And I don't want to discourage anyone from pursuing what they want to do on YouTube. And that's completely fine. And, people would just want to make it. And for me, myself, I didn't expect that things would go so well. And, it may have taken months, but I still love doing what I love doing on YouTube. It's been a blast. And so, for you guys, the thing about the algorithm, it's really tricky. Now, I got a confession to make, guys. So you know how sometimes you see something new on YouTube Shorts, and you see me post things, and sometimes they get taken down really quickly. And I'm gonna be honest, that's of my own initiative, and the reason why is because sometimes with the YouTube algorithm. Sorry, I kind of lost my tongue there, but anyway, so with the YouTube algorithm, I noticed that sometimes when it comes down to posting shorts. And, these aren't shorts that I just made like dime a dozen or whatever. I've taken time to do these. Take some days. Some shorts that you guys see, it literally takes some days to edit. And those are the days sometimes where I'm feeling like hell. And those shorts that I put out, again, I try to make original content based off of things that I love and things that you guys might enjoy and relate to. So sometimes I post something on YouTube Shorts and it doesn't feed into the algorithm, and sometimes I'm wondering as to what's going on with this video, because I'm totally fine when videos aren't the best, and I know that some things that I put out aren't the best, and I can agree to that. But what doesn't make sense is that I know you guys, and then sometimes it's just zero, and then it goes on for hours, and all in all, I realized that it didn't go and upload to the feed. And so basically what the feed is that's the YouTube algorithm where they send it out to different people and they see how it goes. They see who watches your shorts and they see your videos and whatever, and they recommend it to other people, just based off of what you feel and what also they're interested in. But sometimes it takes hours to do so, and it's so annoying and frustrating as well, because some shorts, they really did take some time, and I thought they'd be original. And I asked other people, I'm not a one-trick pony where I just go and YOLO it. I literally ask other people to get their thoughts and opinions and say, you know, is this video offensive to anyone? Am I gonna hurt other people's feelings? Are some people gonna be sensitive to that? And they said no, it's good. And then I publish it, and YouTube just f's it up when it comes down to putting it in their algorithm. And whether or not you're a creator, or you're just someone who watches things on YouTube, you might also notice that things get a little bit out of whack with the algorithm. I remember that there was this one point, and I'm not here to be racist or anything, but there was this one point where I looked at my feed and I got a lot of videos that were in Spanish. And you guys can probably tell I don't speak Spanish fluently. You don't even hear the dialect from my voice. And I'm Filipino. I know that we were under Spain and whatnot, but I know that I'm not Spanish, and so I don't know why they recommended to me those kind of clips when I can't understand shiz. And some of those clips are really good, but the language barrier, again, just doesn't make sense on YouTube why they would do that. And I wanted to just highlight this episode because some people, they want to get out their thoughts, their feelings, their opinions on YouTube. They wanted to go onto this platform where it's the biggest social platform ever in the world, but also because they just want to share a voice. They want to they want to express, they want to get down with their feelings. They want to make do with what they got, and they want to show what they got. And YouTube, when it comes down to their algorithm, again, it's just it's so weird and frustrating. And I know many people are just trying to find some answers into this really complicated thing that is YouTube, right? So I feel like here's what I got. I got three no, I was about to say tips or hints, but I got three things that I wanted to note down. Because I've been analyzing different videos, hundreds of videos, not just myself, but also other people who, you guys as well, my subscribers who are also making content, but also other people out there who are just out there and making content and all that stuff. So I'm literally looking here to see how the algorithm goes, because, now that I read more and more about it, I feel as though I gotta say something, just because, it does tie into mental health, because like I said, people use this as just this place where people can actually talk about whatever, right? And again, even with social media, there comes certain risks, but at least you're not alone in all this, right? So again, this is just my own thoughts and opinions, and again, they're in no way reflecting what's going down over in YouTube Inc. I don't know exactly how complicated this really is, but again, this is just so important to note down, because again, the platform has just gotten so big that of course things will be overlooked. And it's not easy, but if you just want to make this platform really a platform for everybody, we got to start somewhere, and it's got to start down with speaking out and letting people know what's going down over on YouTube, and what can we do about it, right? Because I feel bad for other creators, because they really have the passion and the talent, and they have the drive, but I got in touch with this one of my subscribers. I'm gonna mention right now, his name is Cart. He's one of the winners over on a previous contest that I had. You can go check it out in another video. And he felt discouraged, and he felt disheartened because he wasn't getting the recognition, or not just that, I'm wording it the wrong way, but he feels as though what he puts his heart and his talent and his soul into the videos that he makes, and I've seen them for myself, and I feel as though he can be a really awesome editor at some point in this podcast. And again, he just felt so discouraged, and I really believed him when he said that he was feeling like he was gonna quit. He had that thought in his mind, and I just felt so bad, because again, I feel where he came from, because I grew up on YouTube. I was once a gamer on YouTube. I still remember my videos. I should probably react to those, but I remember, I can feel for him, and I know what it feels like to when you make this wonderful content and it's just not being shared and whatnot, right? And he felt discouraged, and like I said, people reflect on themselves a whole lot, right? Because when we apply ourselves and we give all our heart into something, right, and it's not doing well, right, it's like we always question who we are and our self-worth and all that, right? And it sounds like complete and utter BS to some people, but to others, right, it means the world to them, right? And so YouTube, again, not get to set, I just want to set something straight. Again, this is no way to hate on the platform or whatever. This is literally just my own opinion of what I feel is going down and what I feel you guys should probably understand when it comes down to the algorithm, because I know you guys got a lot of questions, and so I'm gonna try and simplify it as much as I can. I know we're going on to 10 minutes anyway, but again, this is what I got down for you guys, all right? So with YouTube, the one thing that I notice especially is priority. I know it's like, yo, Mr. T, this is pretty obvious, right? But if you really look at it very carefully, right? So not just the priority about like for bigger YouTubers, let's get that straight, right? Bigger YouTubers, right? We do notice that there is people tend to gravitate toward them, right? And it's okay because, people make good content. They put out awesome videos. Like, take, for example, like Mr. Beast, right? Of course, he deserves the recognition and success that he has because, there's so much quality into the stuff that he makes, right? And so YouTube prioritizes that, whatever means it may be. But again, that's how the bot literally looked at it, right? And I'm saying it off of what was shown on the website. Again, the YouTube algorithm is an AI, all right, guys? So again, it's literally a bot that's running the show when it comes down to having to sort through all of this, right? Just like anything, like working at Amazon and you got the machines down. Again, the machines are literally looking at things and checking them out, right? So in those kind of cases, again, YouTube, or in this case, the YouTube algorithm is prioritizing bigger YouTubers in that they produce good content, right? And so, this also applies as well to other channels who, again, who are doing things successfully, right? So, again, I've seen subscribers as well over on this channel, and I've seen what they've been putting out. And again, it's quality, it's top notch, right? And they put their heart out, but also they really showing good content, right? And again, it makes sense, right? It makes sense why the bot would do this. It would make sense why the AI would do so in that sense. But if you really think about it as well, right? How can we judge someone's worth, right? Again, leaving things to a machine, right? It's not necessarily human, right? We haven't come down to that point where we actually made something that can really understand just how humans work and how we can improve and how we can grow, and how first impressions don't always mean everything, right? And so literally, with this, the problem here is that the priority is set by a machine that is not a human. Again, I can literally look at it's like, for example, when you apply to a job, right? And let's say, for example, someone's got like a bachelor's and someone's got like a master's, right? Now, if a machine were to judge has more merit, it's probably the one with the master's, right? Even though the one with the bachelor's might have all the more experience and the talent and really showcase what he or she can do, right? It's the same thing here over on YouTube, right? Again, priority is given to YouTubers who are working hard, and that's completely true, right? That's understandable. But the problem is that, what about YouTubers who really don't have the resources, but they have the passion and the talent to do so, and so they want to, push the content out and hear other people's opinions, but, how can they do so without the proper support of the algorithm, right? Again, with a bot, I feel as though delegating things to a machine may not be in the best sense of things. It may not be the best, right? Because no one is really looking at it one at a time. And I know I'm saying that simply as if, you can sort out the whole platform, even though there's like 2.5 billion users over on the platform. And I know it ain't easy, right? But again, focusing more on really making this AI more humanistic and just trying to capture like the feeling and like how people would be projected. Like, literally, it's like I've seen, for example, on Social Blade, that's literally a platform where I can see the progress of other YouTubers. Other people can look at that as well. And, they have these really weird thresholds. Like, like I looked at my channel, for example, and it said there, hey, you're at 500 right now, and then you're going to reach 2,000 by the end of the month. And I'm like, that's not realistic, right? That's not realistic. And if this platform can make a mistake, and like Social Blade caters to people from all walks of life, right? How can we say the same for YouTube, right? How can we say that the platform, the algorithm is doing things in the best of ways, right? Because again, the machine is set forth by what the company wants. And if the case goes, right, prioritizing other YouTubers, bigger YouTubers, it's more than likely going to do that, right? So that would explain why people are, getting, for example, may not be having the success, for example, later on, because they're pushing out content and whatever, right? But again, YouTube is trying to set the algorithm. The AI is trying to try to prioritize other people, right? So that's just one thing I noticed. But there's also another thing that's also important here is audience, right? Now, what I mean by audience is that, YouTube feels as though they know how to prioritize audiences based off of, what people watch, what creators put out, and who they think this can cater to, right? But, think of, for example, right, I have this one instance where I had to delete a short, and it's because it took hours and hours and hours to just get it out there to the people. And I didn't get it at first as to why it's saying that. And I found out as well that YouTube, when, for example, you put out titles, sometimes it doesn't take into account other things as well, right? It's not perfect. Like when I look at the AI, it's not perfect in how it disperses it to the audience, right? Because what it does is, for example, it tests an audience out, and it has to reach a certain threshold before it can continue to promote it. So it's like, I noticed like there was this chart that I was looking at, and it showed there, for example, it reached 2,000 views within the span of a couple hours. And then it goes on to level 2, where it keeps promoting, and then if it sees that the trajectory is gone to shiz, then it's gonna flatline. Like, it's like a staircase, for example. Like, literally, if you can think of a staircase, right? Like, it flatlines at first, right? It's taking a while to garner views and whatever, right? And then all of a sudden, it's just like one giant step where it promotes it all the way because people like it and they pay more attention to it. And then it just makes another step, right? It goes up and then it flatlines. And it can go in many ways. It can either stay flatlined, or it can slowly rise until it goes to the next step, right? And often the case with what people don't notice at times is that it's literally a step on step model when it comes down to promoting your content to your audience. Like, it's literally a step and a step and a step. And then YouTube, once it sees that, it's gotten what it needs, and then it flatlines it, right? It doesn't promote it, right? And that's because, it's overshadowed by other people who are putting out content, right? Now, I'm not saying, of course, that YouTube has to sort it, but, if you really think about it, right, how many videos are sorted out on YouTube every day, right? How many videos are on YouTube's platform? And we know that the internet is infinite because you can upload so much shiz, but it's restricted by a company, right? And so what I noticed as well is that, like I said, there's so many videos on YouTube. There's so many different types of videos, long form videos, short term videos, like shorts, and then you got podcasts, and on top of that, so again, YouTube is no stranger to storing things, right? But what's so weird is that, what's strange about the bot is that once it feels as though it's not going in the right direction, that the trajectory just flatlines, then it stops promoting it, You notice as well, it's either gonna look like a step or like a really straight hill. Like, at one point it's flat, and then it's gonna slope up like a triangle, and then it flatlines again, and that's that. I noticed that after looking at people who said, take a look at this, Mr. T, take a look at see what's going on with my videos, and maybe you can see a pattern. And I noticed it's one of those two. It's either a staircase or a really flat, a really sloped hill, and that's it, right? So again, I noticed that YouTube, once the algorithm notices that, it flatlines, then it will flatline it for you, right? And again, that's not cool when I know that other people are trying to share and get out their videos, right? But isn't it kind of strange that there are 2.5 billion users over on the platform, and you're limited to like 1,000 views, right? So say, for example, right, I've seen some people's shorts where it's like only like 1,000, when I know that there's a much bigger audience. Say, for example, like that YouTuber, that subscriber that I mentioned, Cart, right? Like I said, he does Minecraft, and that's not dead, not yet, right? Or not even close, I should say. Sorry about that. It's not even dead. And the fact of the matter is that when it comes down to, that kind of content, and like I said, I can judge other people's content and look at that and say, hey, this looks really cool, and maybe this might do something, right? How is it that, the content that he puts out is really good? It's like sometimes he does like speed runs, and sometimes he does those kind of things, and yeah, that's interesting, right? And then, that should be the thing that goes up, but then the platform, the algorithm is not promoting it, right? It's probably, if I look at his analytics, it's probably going to show the same dang thing, where it's going to be like a staircase where, oh, all of a sudden you get the views, and then the YouTube's like, all right, you had enough. The algorithm's like, you had enough, let someone else take the spotlight there, right? And I noticed that once the slope, it garners views naturally without YouTube's help, then YouTube starts promoting it. Like, it feels like it can blow up in whatever, right? And, again, that's really sad as well, because, we're leaving things to a bot to really judge, like, hey, this is how much you're worth, and this is how much you should have. And, if it's not meeting the expectations, then, it sure as hell, why should we pay more attention to it, right? And I know, like I said, I want to re-emphasize this again and again and again. I know that people put out content that's very similar to that, but, can't the effort be made by the algorithm to promote it further to other people, to billions and billions of people? There's literally billions of watchers, billions of YouTubers as well. Or not billions, but like millions of YouTubers, and I feel as though the algorithm can do so much better with that. It's not like it's that difficult. Like I said, if YouTube can hold all these videos, then why can't it promote them, right? And again, whenever I say YouTube, I'm not saying the company. I'm saying the algorithm that's set forth, right? That's pre-programmed. So again, when it comes down to audience, it's just so weird because, the bot is not giving many YouTubers who have the passion, just are taking time to get the resources. They're not giving them a chance, and I myself can see myself being a victim of that. I've seen myself where I had these videos. Like I said, I've had videos where people, I asked other people, how is it looking? And they liked it. And I feel as though other people can get a good laugh out of it. But again, when it comes down to the algorithm, it feels as though it's distrusting of it, right? And it's so sad as well, because I feel like I'm not the only one there in that situation. And so many other users are really questioning what the hell is going on, right? And so, guys, really, I feel as that's another important thing to point out. Again, if you're not into analytics, that's completely fine. But for those who really want to make YouTube something that they feel like they have the passion for, it helps to take a look at that and see the pattern. And let me know what you guys feel. Let me know in the comments if you guys notice that pattern as well. Take a look at your analytics and see if you got like a staircase going on or like a hill. Let me know if you guys see that, because I'm pretty sure that's what's been happening to other people. And again, frustrating as it is, it's better that people know how this algorithm works, and like what the hell can we do to like fix it, right? And then this is the third part, and this is the most important part, I feel. You could ditch, you could ditch the opinion about prioritization. You can ditch how YouTube, the algorithm, how it works with tending to an audience, right? And getting you an audience. The problem is the lack of humanity in the algorithm. And I'm saying that like, people can get that, it's a bot, right? And but the thing is, we keep questioning it there and then and there, but we tend to forget as well that this is a bot that we're dealing with. This is not something that can talk to us. This is not something that can laugh with us. This is not something where we can feel emotions with, be with under the covers and just have a fun time with, right? So again, in the past, YouTube was once a platform where people can look at the content and really see, what's going on there, right? And, just see the creativity and artistry of different people. YouTube was once a platform where people being creative, right? What people see, it really is shared with everyone around the world, right? Because, with a smaller audience that YouTube had to deal with, right? They can promote the content to everyone, and people can just have a laugh or, enjoy what they're seeing, and even enjoy what they're creating, being creators and whatnot, right? So that was YouTube before, right? And people can monitor it, and people can look at it, and people can know, like, maybe we can give other people a chance, and let's hope that what people can see, they can see the potential in these creators, right? But now YouTube has gotten so big that the job now has been delegated to something that's not human, by and large, whatever we can say about AI, right? Calculations and whatnot, right? It's still a computer, right? And YouTube, again, when it comes down to their platform, because it's gotten so big, the task has now been assigned to a computer, right? And this computer ain't perfect, you know. The problem here is that, again, with the company, they themselves, they set forth policies that shifted the focus of what the heck YouTube is supposed to be about, right? So again, it's supposed to be your place where you get to enjoy and have fun and whatever, right? But it's become economical, and let's be real with that, right? It's become a place where money has become more of the priority, right? I mean, like, look at like the ads that we got now, right? Now I can't even skip ads that are like 15 seconds long, and probably the reason for it is because the company paid a premium for having that ad longer, right? Let's be honest, right? So, like, I'm not dissing other companies, but I know that they paid YouTube to have the incentive of, hey, can you play this video? Can you play this trailer for 15 seconds, nonstop? Don't allow it to be skipped and whatnot, right? And of course, the company's gonna comply because, again, it's still a business, right? It's still a business, and the algorithm is gonna comply with it, right? But again, there's that lack of humanity when it comes down to, what YouTube is becoming, right? Like right now, when it comes down to, demonetization, how ads are running longer than they should be. I once had an ad that was like 30 freaking seconds long. And I don't know about you, but I can tell when it was pre-programmed and when it was YouTube allowing it, the company, because I've literally seen the same ad 30 seconds long and on my phone, on my freaking TV, and I still have that same issue with it where I cannot skip it, right? And again, I know how it feels. I know it's a company, and I know there's a lot of intricacy involved. But again, it's getting kind of ridiculous now, right? When it comes down to, what does YouTube really want to become, right? Is it supposed to be the safe space for other creators to, for creativity and artistry to, thrive and grow? Or is it a place where it's just for money, right? And again, when it comes down to the creators themselves, right, people have different reasons for being on, right? They either like they want to make money or they want to get out with their creativity, right? And that's completely fine. But the difference is that, when it comes down to us, we're human, right? It's humans who want to make money on YouTube, and it's humans who wants to show off what they got on YouTube, right? But we're facing an increasingly volatile and bot that is literally just pre-programmed and literally may not be making the decisions for the best of every YouTuber, right? I'm down for what bigger YouTubers have got, but in all honesty, I feel as though they can share the same opinion as well, where they want to give other creators the chance, and again, how can a bot detect the heart, how can an algorithm tell what humans really want and what humans really feel and what humans should really go for? Like, how can a bot do that, right? It's just a calculation to it, right? Nothing more, nothing less. And especially because, like I said, YouTube, the company, is not specializing in AI, right? This is the most basic AI where, again, it's just like a sorting machine, right? It sorts, it tests out, and it ditches what they feel doesn't have the potential to bring in what YouTube wants, right? What the company wants. And I feel that should be said aloud. And I feel as though, again, I'm not going to edit out whatever it is that I'm saying. And I know I'm taking a big risk with challenging the system and whatnot, but again, what's a system without a little bit of challenge, right? How can a system get better if not for the people behind it, right? And even then, like I said, YouTube now, again, with the company in and of itself, they have something else to deal with, but it sure as heck is not the technical part of it, right? There's a part there that has to deal with the company, and there's a part there that has to deal with us, right? And in this case, that job has been assigned to a robot in which we don't always have control over, right? And again, I feel bad because creators deserve the chance to grow. They deserve the chance to be recognized. And the content that they put out deserves the chance to have it in the spotlight, right? People should be able to see it. Like I said, there's over 2 billion users, and how the heck is not the content that other people are putting out reaching at least 1 million, right? And again, it shouldn't be the case where it's like treating it like a competition. We know what's going down. we know what's happening with the algorithm and what it's been programmed to do, right? But again, it's so sad to see it in action against YouTubers who have the potential to grow and make something out of YouTube. But again, it's just not giving the chance. But honestly, guys, these are the sins that are coming up on the algorithm. So I hope this makes sense to you guys. And I hope this gives you the opportunity to understand that the only way in which to beat the algorithm is to come together as a community and to come together as, just these people who can make a difference. Because again, we can't always beat the machine, but we can have a voice that can tell the people, hey, we got to change how this algorithm works. In fact, if you might have noticed that the YouTube partner program, they're adding something new to it where people who have 500, which counts myself and other wonderful creators, again, they can now join in on the platform with limited, even though they haven't reached that threshold because they're showing the effort, right? So again, this bot is still at the behest of us as people. This algorithm can be changed. Our IT technicians, they're wonderful people who can make a change to the algorithm and what it does and what it can do, right? But it really depends on what do we have to say about it, right? What do we want to say about it, and what do we feel that we want to contribute, and what is it that we believe we want to do overall, right? What do we want YouTube to be, and what do you think we as a people should have YouTube be, right? It should be that safe space for everyone. And again, people can freely express their own opinions, but, people should have a chance to, be seen and heard. And I advocate for those people, every YouTuber, again, big or small, but most especially smaller YouTubers who just want to have a voice. I mean, come on, guys. I feel as though we can do it. And I feel as though that we can do it together as a family, as a community. And that, only when we collectively say something will they take notice, right? It's humans who made YouTube. It's humans who made the algorithm. And it's also we as humans that can freaking change it. And I have hopes that, with how things are going and with people expressing their thoughts and opinions, I've seen it in LA. I've seen it in New York. People are rallying up to fight for a bigger cause. And that's awesome. Why not do the same over here on the platform, right? I'm not promoting extremism. I'm just saying that, if you want things to really change, we'll speak out. Let's collaborate. Let's get together. Let's hope for the best for this algorithm, and let's work towards making it better, right? Because again, it's just a machine who's the one that made it. That's us, all right? But anyways, guys, those are my own opinions about YouTube. I just wanted to air them out because, again, it's tying into our mental health because we wanted to go onto this platform hoping that people can hear us and listen to us and laugh with us and enjoy it with us. But again, when faced with a machine that's running the show, it really takes a toll on us mentally. And so, guys, don't worry because know that you're competing with a machine. It's not always perfect, but it's better as well to find other creators who sympathize with you, who understand you, who can get together with you, and just overall be alongside you. And that's the whole point of social media, Find those people who feel that they have an opinion that they want to share and who have a voice that you can understand. And from there, you guys can go at it whatever you want, all right? But anyways, guys, that'll be it for this episode of Convos. My throat, I'm really surprised I'm getting through to this. I don't want to stress it out too much, even though I know I'm being hypocritical. I went over this for like 30 minutes. But again, my throat I think is finally giving in. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was just my own opinions on the platform. And if you guys ever need the help, and if you guys want the assistance on how to grow and be a YouTuber, or just how to use YouTube in a way that can help you mentally and how you can use it wisely, let me know, because again, I'm learning from you guys as much as I hope you're learning from me. I hope whatever spouting off is like nonsense, is not nonsense. I hope whatever I'm saying can help you guys. But really, guys, this really means a lot. And YouTube, please don't sue me because I'm just expressing opinions. And again, First Amendment, right? We have our own rights to say what we need to say, right? Anyways, guys and gals, that's gonna be it for this episode of Convos. I love you all. You guys are amazing. I can't wait to see what more in store we have. Also, guys, just an FYI, I got interviews coming up for future teaching positions. So again, schedule may change on the channel, but I'm gonna keep cracking out whatever I can. You guys are awesome. I love you all. Miss you all. Keep me posted on what you guys are doing in life, and I'll keep you posted on how my life is going. Again, I'm already this age. I'm 23. I feel as though I want more for my life. and invested back into the channel, right? So again, I can't wait to see how this goes. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like, share, sub. Much love, everyone. You have been awesome. I dig it. I love you all so much. And I know, again, podcasts aren't for everyone, and I know my audience is really mixed, but you guys are amazing. And thank you all so much for sticking around to the very end. You guys mean a lot. But again, have an awesome day, everyone. I almost cracked there, but have an awesome day, everyone. You guys are awesome. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the next episode, all right? Peace out. See you later.